What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I woke up today with a little bit of a different perspective on the Waka situation, and I wanted to share it with you, get your thoughts and feedback, see if I'm looking at this the right way, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I've missed something, which is why I put these videos out, just to start the discussion, and we can take it from there into the comments. So what I was thinking about was how this card, this Waka Spiritblade kind of situation that's coming up, which could be potentially the first of many, right? Or at least we know that it's planned to be the first of many different kind of promotional cards that will be coming out. There was here. Let me just scale it back for a second. This is, and I'm sure many people are going to look at it and say like, hey, this is only for the whales, right? Like only people who have like crazy amounts that can spend and buy all of this SPS or buy all the vouchers needed. They're the only ones that can buy the card, right? This card is actually anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000 just for a single card alone. Now, granted, it's a maxed out card, but still there's, it's definitely going to be in the top tier of cards available in the game due to the scarcity and due to, I guess part of the uniqueness of it when it comes to, the promotional side with a celebrity. So the thing is, that is technically true, and I'm actually okay with it. This is very much for the whales, and I think that that is an important thing to do. We need to feed the whales. Now, let me explain where I'm coming from here. What we've learned from Chaos Legion and the fact that Chaos Legion has not sold out and is not even halfway sold out as of this recording is that there is a finite amount of money in this space, or that is coming to the space, or that is currently interested in this space. Now, that, it's easy to look at, think about whales, and it's just kind of like this concept, high above, or and we don't really give it a second thought and say, yeah, whales with all this money that they're just going to come in and eat everything up, and it's unlimited, right? It's almost easy to kind of like just think it's unlimited, the amount of whale money that is out there. But to me, it's very much limited, because if the whales of this game, or the whales that are interested in this game, had really come in with infinite amounts of money, these packs would have sold out day one, right? But here we are, packs are still not sold out, so there's not there is not an infinite amount of money. So what does that mean? Well, you're going to take somebody who's going to drop $2,000, right? And granted, I'm saying it's $2,000 because even if somebody has the assets already, the opportunity cost is there. They could easily sell that SPS and vouchers and have $1,500 to $2,000, but they, instead of buying more packs, buying cards on the market, are going to buy this very, very unique and rare card that will be available. In the end, though, to me, what makes that great for the overall economy and ecosystem is the fact that they are not eating up cards, hoarding different packs. They're not eating up packs. They're not hoarding different cards. They are putting their money towards things that are rare and shiny and only available to those with a lot of capital. Now, I get it. I'm sure a lot of people are upset because, Waka Spiritblade is outside of their price range. To be honest, it's outside of mine too. I'm not planning to, because I don't want to buy vouchers. Buying vouchers never seemed like just never seemed like something I wanted to do. I want to get enough SPS so that I can have vouchers airdrop to me. So at this point in time, and I've said it before, the opportunity cost to go for something like a Waka Spiritblade makes no sense to me, because I would rather take that $1,500 to $2,000 and put it towards my own deck and getting Chaos Legion maxed out and maybe some other cards along the way. So the fact that now whales will have these kind of shiny things to go and grab is great for the rest of the economy, because when we get new players in, the last thing that we want is a group of high-tiered players owning all of the cards, all of the assets, because they had the capital initially to buy everything up and force it to, kind of do like a forced sellout, because they take everything, they raise the price up because there is now a artificial scarcity. I mean, it's a very real scarcity, but it's the fact that, it's not spread out between a bunch of players, new players that are interested in this game. It's not all this new money that's coming in. It's just people who are already in this game that have the capital to apply to it, and therefore can hoard assets, right? Actually, that's probably the best way to look at it, is they can hoard assets, wait for new players to come in, wait for that FOMO period to enter and that euphoria, and then sell everything at like a crazy 10, 20x. Now, the thing is, I'm saying that, and there's zero judgment here. So if whales are listening to this, I think that's a phenomenally smart plan. That's exactly what you should be doing. And if I had that kind of money, I would be doing the same thing. So I'm not trying to throw shade at anyone, right? At the end of the day, everybody's at a different level, no matter what you are investing in, whether it's a game like Splinterlands or whether it's the S&P 500, right? So however it goes, everybody's at a different level and can treat and interact with investments differently. With something like Splinterlands, and as small as Splinterlands is, the more capital you have, the easier it is to corner a market. So when I think about a potentially $2,000 card like Waka Spiritblade coming out, to me, that's like, okay, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm hopeful, right? It's a cool card, and my hope is that it's not broken. To me, that's the only issue, because if there are cards that can break the system, right, that'll just be completely overpowered, that nobody else really has access to, except for, whoever has the capital to buy, to spend $2,000 on a card that only has 1,000 in circulation, then yeah, that would rub me the wrong way. But if it's a good card that's in a top tier, that's fine. As long as it's not broken, I'm okay with it, because at the end of the day, I have a different spend tolerance than everybody else in the game. So everybody who wants to put money in or is putting any kind of investment in, everybody has a different spend tolerance. So whatever the case is, as long as it's competitive but not broken, I'm okay with. And for me, the important thing here is that it takes the whale's attention away from hoarding assets. So that's the main thought for me here, is the fact that now we're going to have all these special, shiny, rare items, which are going to be cool, right? Like, don't get me wrong, Waka Spiritblade seems like a really fun card to play with. And even though I'm not planning to buy one, I may rent one from time to time just to give it a try and see how it goes. But as I was saying, the fact that we're not going to have these areas for people with extra spending cash to go and buy cool things, it works out for them in the sense that they get to spend that cash while being able to flex with a very rare digital item or a very rare card. And it doesn't take away from either the players who are currently trying to accumulate, or more importantly, and some would say, new players coming in that want to have packs available when they discover the game in June, July, August, who knows, January 2023, based on how slow these go, right? So I, again, am very okay with Chaos Legion not selling out quickly. And I think when I look at Waka Spiritblade, I'm just like, oh, this is great. Like, there's $1,000 cards, and I'm just going to round it up and say $2,000 worth of, value per these cards. What is that? 2 million? That's $2 million worth of $2 million worth of potentially packs that aren't going to get sold. And for me, that's fine, because I want to be buying more packs. I want to be buying more cards. I don't want this stuff to sell out right away. So, and unless you have a maxed out Chaos Legion deck, which I'm sure a majority of the folks playing the game, and then I'm sure a majority of the folks who are here with me watching this channel are in that same range, right? Of not maybe only having a silver deck or a gold deck, but I don't want this to sell out right away. I want this to kind of linger. I want the team to focus on increasing and creating better incentives for the different types of rewards. And I just want to keep accumulating. So there's no rush for me. We already know Rift Watchers is coming out later this year. That's going to add a whole nother new game meta and new cards, and that'll be fun. But at this point in time, like, I'm all for it. I think Waka is great, because whether or not it's going to be effective at bringing in new players, that's outside the scope of this video. For me, it creates something nice and shiny for those that have capital to spend on something rather than hoarding assets within the game. And that makes the experience, hopefully for someone like me and others like me who aren't, fully maxed out within the game at any level, it gives me time to continue building my deck in the long run. So hopefully this was that made sense and is valuable or entertaining for you guys. Let me know your thoughts below, and I will catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Have an amazing rest of your day and a great weekend. Take care.